If someone came up to you right now and asked you what's the worst ship disaster ever, there's a good chance you'd answer with the Titanic. And it's no wonder, since it's the most famous ship disaster of all time. But if we look at the number of casualties, unfortunately it doesn't even make this list. Join us as we look at 5 of the worst ship disasters ever. Wilhelm Gustloff. A tragedy of monumental proportions, the loss of the Wilhelm Gustloff caused an estimated 9,400 people to lose their lives. The year is 1945, the end of World War II is not far away, and things aren't looking great for Nazi Germany. As the Soviet army pushed back the Germans from Eastern Europe, many were desperately looking for any way to flee back to Germany. Civilians, refugees, military personnel, and Nazi officials were all looking to escape from the Red Army's wrath. MV Wilhelm Gustloff was supposed to be their savior. Originally built as a cruise ship and later converted to be a hospital ship, her final voyage would be for Operation Hannibal. The ship was spotted by Soviet submarine S-13 under the command of Captain Alexander Marinesco. Marinesco ordered his crew to launch 4 torpedoes towards the ship, 3 of which launched and struck the right side of the ship. The vessel sank in less than 45 minutes. An estimated 9,400 people were killed in the disaster, 5,000 of them children. This is the largest known loss of life in a single ship sinking in history. Doña Paz. This Philippine-registered passenger ferry sank after colliding with the MT Vector on December 20th, 1987. With a possible death toll of 4,375 people, the collision resulted in the deadliest ferry disaster in history during peacetime. While most of the passengers slept during the night of December 20th, the ferry collided with the Vector, which was carrying 8,800 barrels of gasoline. The impact caused a fire, which quickly spread to the Doña Paz, as well as lighting the surrounding water on fire. The life jackets aboard the Doña Paz were reportedly locked up, forcing passengers to jump into flaming, shark-infested waters in order to attempt escape. RMS Lancastria. This British ocean liner was commandeered by the government during World War II. It was sunk on June 17, 1940, resulting in the loss of over 4,000 lives, possibly many more. This is considered to be the worst loss of life in the sinking of a single British ship and the bloodiest single engagement for UK forces in terms of lives lost in all of World War II. This disaster claimed more lives than the combined losses of the Titanic and Lusitania. Goya. This German transport ship had 6,100 documented passengers on board, and possibly hundreds more undocumented, when it was struck on April 16, 1945, by a Soviet submarine in the Baltic Sea during World War II. Just 7 minutes after being struck by the torpedo, the ship sank, killing almost all of the passengers and crew aboard, either inside the ship or outside by drowning and hypothermia in the icy waters. This disaster is largely believed to be the second worst in maritime history, based on the number of casualties. The ship was loaded with women and children. Only 2 children were among the 183 passengers who survived. Joola. This Senegalese government-owned ferry capsized off the coast of the Gambia on September 26, 2002, resulting in the deaths of at least 1,863 people. The sinking of the ferry Joola is thought to be the second worst non-military maritime disaster in number of lives lost after the Doña Paz. The ferry was reportedly loaded to overcapacity, so when it ran into a storm, it quickly capsized within 5 minutes of hitting rough weather. Of the estimated 2,000 passengers, only around 64 survived, including only 1 woman out of the more than 600 female passengers aboard. Thanks for watching. I know it's not a cheery video, but we must remember not just the great triumphs throughout our history, but also the disasters that led us here. Take care and see you next time.